The first one I'm going to make is yogurt putty. Now, yogurt putty is a bit of an odd one, that one. It's got the consistency, when you use yogurt and corn flour, it will turn into something quite marvellous, and then you can add food colouring into it. So basically 3 ingredients, or 2 really: corn flour or cornstarch, some yogurt, and then you can drop in some food colouring as well if you wanted to give it a different colour. So an alternative to Play-Doh if you don't happen to have corn flour, or if you don't happen to have flour or oil or all the other things that you need for Play-Doh in the house. So what you need to start off with, I'm going to tip the phone down so you can see me in the camera, there you go. So you need 3/4 of a cup of yogurt. So just plain yogurt will do. Take this more, fabulous. So let's go 1/2 cup, take this out. And then another 1/4 cup. So if you've got some leftover yogurt in the fridge, it's nearing its expiry date and you want to do something with it, or you're in a fix, you want to make a little activity for your little one to play with, just grab some yogurt, and then you're going to need approximately 1 cup of corn flour. Now what I am going to do is I'm going to put it in tablespoon by tablespoon, but I want to get the consistency right. So I'll do this gradually so you can see the process. Give me 1 minute with the spoon. And let's start adding in the corn flour, okay? So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And you start there, and then you'll mix it together, okay? So you basically wanted to create a putty-like consistency. You see it's coming together now. Give it a good mix together. And if it's still too wet, add in some more corn flour. So I'm going to put another 2 tablespoons in, which will bring it up to 8. Sometimes with recipes you put the exact amount in. So for example, this says 1 cup of corn flour or cornstarch, and you put it in and the whole thing, it doesn't come together the way you want it to. It's either too dry or too wet. So I tend to have the original figure in my head, which is 1 cup, and build up to it. Okay, here we go. Now it's coming together. It's getting very creamy and smooth. Okay. If you feel it, it's still quite wet, so I'm going to add in another 2 spoons. So this is up to 10 tablespoons now. This is where your preschooler could help you do this, actually, with the mixing, and here we go. Yeah, you can get your preschooler to help you with the measuring, counting out the tablespoons, mixing the corn flour and the yogurt together, and talking about what it's changing into from a really wet liquid into something more solid. Okay, now you can get your hands in. There we go. There we go. It's coming together like kind of gluey, slimy putty. But I want this even drier. So I'm going to add in another 2. 1 and 2. That brings us up to 12. I've now got 12 tablespoons of corn flour in this, because this is what I wanted. Putty. There you go. There we go. Perfect. So that was 12 tablespoons of corn flour. Knead it together. And there you have some simple yogurt putty, which took less than 5 minutes to make. Now, there it is. And if you wanted to, you could add in some food colouring. I'm going to put in like a colour here. Mixed it in. Marble effect, or if you wanted to, you could put the food colouring in right at the beginning with your yoghurt. By the way, it works. This is where your toddler can get stuck in, and your preschooler is going to love this as well, especially if they've helped to make this. A nice simple activity. And there you have some easy yogurt putty if you haven't got time to make Play-Doh.